Hello everybody, my name is Hunter555, you can call me Hunter. Welcome to Sticky Day. Hot Sticky Day. It is Monday, it is unpleasantly warm. And before someone starts going on and on about just how it's hotter elsewhere, I do not have the time or patience or care today. I just wish to make that clear. I hope my tone of voice made that clear. Hello Scotsman, ripping his clothes off on a 35 stream streak. Hello True Purple, ripping their clothes off on a 25 stream streak. Hello Cosmic, not taking their clothes off. Shall we add it to the list, Cosmic? Shall we add it to the list? This is Infinity Cove, a 1.21 Minecraft server we have recently updated. And I am back at our 5-year anniversary game. We didn't celebrate, but it was the 5-year anniversary of the server on the 1st of August. We have been working on all these games. There's some that aren't loaded in. And this one is mine. And mine, I think, might be one of two that is not complete. Cosmic, given the weather, I don't think anyone is going to begrudge you stripping off. It would probably be better for everyone if Scotsman and True Purple stayed dressed. That didn't stop them. Thank you for the love for Addy. Hello Addy, hope you're doing alright. Hope you're not too warm. Yes, so it's a bit warm, it's a bit unpleasant. I've got my fan blowing, you can probably hear it slightly. I've got my window shut just so we don't have the sounds of the main road. If mini packs should show up or watch this VOD, I have downloaded the Nvidia broadcast program you recommended, but I have not had the opportunity to set it up. I got home today and just had a frozen innocent smoothie because I was so hot, and then just kind of lay there watching Impulse blow up a mountain. I am very far behind on Hermitcraft. Right. I've already checked what I need. I need redstone torches, and I need to go down here. Yes, so I'm going to try and get this game. It's not going to be finished this week. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not even sure how much progress I'm going to make. I logged in and I was at a trial chamber that I'd been working on the last time I was online. And as I was flying back towards here, hello Expo, welcome in. I was just thinking to myself, I don't know what I want to do, but I'm not convinced that it's this. There was just bloody hell. I wasn't sure what it was I wanted to do, but it wasn't working on this game. I think the problem is this game is taking so long to build that I'm burning out a little on it. But I feel like I have to get it finished because I feel at this point people are just waiting for my game, really. I'm very much not finished, so you're further ahead of me on the game, I'm sure. And Cosmic has not done any of the games they have planned, so I'm even further along than them. I didn't actually realise you had games planned, Cosmic. And that may be the case. I don't know. I feel like we'd had a plan for when we were going to do all this, and then because everything ended up being delayed by us basically not being ready. Sorry, I just knocked my microphone. I feel like now it's just delay after delay after delay. Well, yeah, that is a good point, Cosmin. That is a good point. Hello, Turing. Thinking about some puzzles, but never got around to it. Turing, there is still time. Like, myself and Scotsman have games that we are still actively working on finishing. So, like, if you think it's going to be a short build, then please do. Like, if you think it's going to take a really long time, then perhaps not. But if it's going to be a quick thing, then go for it. Do I not have any stone? There's some stone. Ah, there's stone. I need to enter at the right location. It's here. Right, let's make our way through. Actively. I mean, Scotsman, I know you might not be working on it at this exact moment, but you've been working on it an awful lot. When I said that I wasn't sure, thank you for the shout out for Scotsman. When I said I wasn't sure what I was going to do, like I wanted to do this to, I didn't know what I was going to do instead. That was the thing. I honestly did not know what I would do instead of work on this. I had absolutely no clue. I didn't... Hold on a second, that's not right. Why is it... Oh! Oh, I'm an idiot. That needs another inversion. Okay, that needs one more inversion in it. Okay. That needs to go there. Okay. Ba-ba-bum. How do I fit in another inversion? Like that. Okay. Ah, bollocks. Sorry for the language. Actually, why am I apologising? My channel's no longer family friendly. Hasn't been for a while. Put the torch down so I can see. Sorry, folks. It's very dark. You haven't worked on it in a fortnight, Scotsman. Okay. Not got a quick thing planned, but I have some ideas from ISV and LPMT. ISV, I believe, is impulses. I don't know what LPMT is. Hello, Liwas. We're going to do a bit of a get-together to celebrate the anniversary. I think the idea was we'd do the games as a community. I mean, myself and Alcon's games are both multiplayer, so they kind of need other people. But we have not set a date, and we really need to. We need to set a date in advance, really, so people can make sure that they're available. Ah, it's the Zoomers, okay. I'm not wearing my elytra. I vaguely looked at before I started on Infinity Cove, when I was looking for a new server to plan, I vaguely looked at a couple. I looked at Impulse's Patreon, I looked at Techtopia, Tango's Patreon, and I looked at the now no longer in existence Pixel Rift, Pix's Patreon server. Given that shut down, I'm a little bit glad that I didn't choose to join that one, as much as I would have enjoyed it. But yeah, I ended up not joining any of them, partially because I was, well, to be blunt, intimidated by the number of people that I thought might be on the servers. I knew this server was quieter, so I figured I would take advantage of that. And I was right. It is quieter, but not so quiet as to be unpleasant to play on. This is all the redstone I have. Sorry for the constant inventory flashing there. Hello, Mythical. Mythical. That tone of voice was intended to be indicative of not in the mood for jokes about that. I had a rather unpleasant day at work, as I think they are going to be, for the next couple of weeks, because my colleagues do not seem to understand why. So I've had a number of calls relating to my apprenticeship final assessments, and my colleagues are absolutely convinced in their own minds that none of them are necessary. That's pulled up. And keep grumbling about the fact that I have them. Now, I should mention, I don't actually have much of a choice in these calls. I'm expected to be there. Right. So, and also, how is putting in more effort a bad thing? I think they've got themselves absolutely convinced that I would have to try to fail, when it could quite easily be me overlooking something. Turing, I will be blunt with that suggestion. I don't see how likely it is. For the primary reason of, we are now into... I forgot that Windows 11 doesn't do that. We are now into the second full week. We only have 2 weeks left of August. Well, no. We have 3 weeks left of August. I can't speak to everyone's availability. I can only speak to my own. My own availability is looking slim pickings for this month. Obviously, that's just me. I'm not going to expect everyone to delay things just for my sake, but I feel I should say, like, it's more likely to be, if we want to aim for school holidays, if we were to look at the British school holidays, and bear in mind we're not all Brits, then October half-term holidays might be the best option in that regard. Might. But again, I want to finish my game. The moment I finish my game, I will start sending feelers out. The main person I'll be trying to coordinate with, the main people, are the people who have built games. We don't really want to start before Scotsman's finished his. And then myself and Elkin will probably try to coordinate streaming it. By the higher powers, your co-workers really piss me off and I don't work with them. Yeah, I know. It's awful. It is so awful. Like, I do not understand the behaviour and attitude that they seem to bring. Like, part of me just like, how sad and unpleasant and lonely are your lives that you take pleasure out of mocking, belittling, and deriding what other people do. And it's not as though they are... It's not as though I am required for the company to function. Because I'm very much not required for the company to function. So, I do not understand the attitude I get from them regarding these calls. Right, my boss criticised me for, in his words, no, in his mind, talking too much. No worries, Cosmic. Yeah, because I had a 3 to 4 hour call. I'd cleared it with them, that it was going to be okay. Basically to go through every single possible criteria and question I could be asked on my first assessment interview. That's going to be a long call with a lot of talking. No matter how brief I keep things. And yeah, after the 4 hours, my boss is saying, you waffle, like commenting on how much I'm waffling on. I'm like, no, I am making sure that the answer actually answers the criteria. Because if I miss out a criteria, I fail. So it is better for me to waffle slightly than to not answer the question. Sorry, I've needed to get this off my chest. Purely selfish suggestion, so it's no big. No worries, cheering. Won't be going to my month has slipped into crap, and honestly, I don't really mind if my game is not finished and left out. Okay, Scotsman. I will make sure the others are aware if they aren't aware. Hello, Aldi. Hello, Glam Pixie. Yes, it is very shit. I've been working to just get through this apprenticeship so I can start. I want to pass the apprenticeship so I've got the qualification, because the moment I've got the qualification, like if I've got the qualification, I can have that on my CV, plus the time I've been there, to demonstrate that I do have the skill. But if I don't have the if I don't have the qualification, if I don't have the apprenticeship grade, then all I've got to go on is my time there, and at the moment I haven't been there long enough that I feel that I could reasonably get through like a job interview. Right, now we have a problem because I don't currently have Tweakeroo, which was the mod that allowed me to free cam through the cave walls. I've only got the free cam mod, and free cam no longer. Never mind. Problem has been solved. I think this is the only purple carpet I have left. Hold on, let's bring up. There are a couple of others. Oh wait, hold on. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Over here. These are the coordinates I want. Minus 1719 by 6531. Free cam on CurseForge will let you, not the one on Modern. Your boss needs to see a physician to remove his head from his bum. It's far too deep up there for anyone to remove that isn't a professional. I can sort it out, cheering. I just haven't got round to it. This is the boss who cares more about his opinions than his own children. Because I once posed the hypothetical of what would you do if one of your children came up to you and came out as gay or trans, and he told them that they would either fuck off, and this is the language he used, they would fuck off with that nonsense, or they would fuck off at his house. That is the kind of man I work for. And this isn't a religious thing. He is not religious. Also point out he's half Chinese and has a problem with immigrants. Right. He is... he does not seem to realise that he is basically asking for himself to get kicked out of the country. Now, he's a British citizen. He was born in Britain, but he is visibly not white. So, it's gonna bite him in the ass if he continues to support that way of thinking. But hey, what do I know? I'm just I'm too young to understand. I will appreciate his view. I will understand and share his viewpoint more when I'm older. I didn't have the heart to break it to him that my parents were practically no, my parents are not quite communists, but they would be branded communists in certain regions of the United States. Right. Right. They have remarkably left-wing views for people of their generation and age. Um, doesn't mean I always agree with them on everything, but they certainly do a lot better than some of the people they know and are friends with. Thank you for the shout out for Aldebar. Sorry I missed that. If my child came out saying, "Dad, I am gay," I would have to restrain myself from saying, "Hi, gay, I am Dad," and then they would disown me and would have every right to do so, even though I would love them forever. No, that's the right reaction. That's the if your child comes out to you like that, you make a dad joke. That is the appropriate sort of reaction to have. The only other justifiable reaction I can see is if you are in a dangerous place to be part of the queer community, and you're worried about how that will be for them, how unpleasant that will be. Yeah, I don't think my parents were especially surprised either, to be perfectly honest. Okay, I can go up through that. Okay. So I need to go 3 blocks that way. I think. Yes. No. That's awkward. Hmm. How? Sorry. Just trying to navigate my own maze. Ah! Ah. Parents are obliged to love their kids unconditionally. If you can't do that, you should not become a parent, in my opinion. If my boss said that they would have 2 enemies, seeing as one other co-worker is bi. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, I am the only queer person at my workplace, and I am not about to out myself to try and find out if someone else is. To be perfectly honest, I wouldn't blame anyone else working there who was queer to keep it hidden. And I will be honest. I'll be honest with you guys. If the only version of you guys knew was the version you see in the office, you would not want to associate with me. Because some of the stuff I have said to keep myself hidden there is not pleasant. And I hate it. And it feels disgusting. And basically... There have been a number of shouting matches. Well, shouting matches is the wrong word. No, the voices were raised. Voices were very much raised. But at the same time, there are times where I will allow comments to slide or even agree. I generally don't make comments. I think I've maybe made 2 in my time there, just to try and keep attention off me. And I have to be very careful because there is a client, a user for a client who is, "No worries, Turing. Thank you for stopping by." There is a user at one of our clients who is non-binary and uses they them pronouns. And I flinch every time they have either on our remote help desk or if they have a support ticket open, because I know it's going to spark another conversation. Oh, my boss thinks Trump is the greatest thing since sliced bread, I think. And Putin. He thinks Putin and Trump are actually okay because he's convinced himself that every media outlet on the planet is lying. Which means that whatever they're saying, he believes the opposite. Now, I don't know how he figures that one out, because a lot of media outlets say the opposite things to one another. You have some saying that Trump is the greatest thing since sliced bread, and some saying that Trump is Satan incarnate. Guess which way I lean. Hello, Alcorn. Welcome to my rant. I don't know how I'm going to do this unless... Ooh. That's actually an option. Can I... Oh, for pity's sake! That tunnel is too long! Okay, I know what I'm going to have to do. I know what I'm going to have to do. And I don't know if this is going to work either. Nope! Fuck's sake. Yes, I might actually turn the adult tags on tonight because I am swearing up a storm. But I think I needed the venting, to be honest. Only serious conversation that gets debated massively are just about foods. But it really sucks, like I said to you, it's about masking yourself because they have their own stupid flawed views. Yeah. I'm not saying my views are perfect. They're not. But I don't see how... Convenience of a torch. I don't see how... Yes, please, Cosmic. How you can... 38. Justify... like taking issue with other humans because of who they are as a good political standpoint. Like, how do you come to the conclusion that that is a decent position to take? 1719. 6531. There we go. Yeah, I don't get how people can come to the conclusion that that is a good viewpoint to have. It baffles me. It genuinely fucking baffles me because my political stance... No, I'm not going to finish that sentence because that will get taken out of context. Someone's political stance is, those people should not exist because they make me feel icky. That is the political stance of some people. Or, that person looks different to me, therefore they are beneath me. And I just do not fucking... How does your fucking mind work to come to that conclusion? With the adult tags on, feel free to talk about adult content in chat. Within Twitch's terms of service, of course. Just boggles the mind that there are people out there who think that they are better than other people because they love the correct gender, or they are the correct colour, or they follow the correct religion. I am doing very obvious air quotes, but I realise that they are not obvious if you can't see me. There's the adult timer. I just don't get it. I do not get it. Can someone try and explain it to me, please? Like, I don't care. Who? Just someone please explain how their brains work, how their brains have come to the conclusion that they are better than other people because of something out of both their... Like, the only demographic that you could be argued to have control over is, what is your religion? That is probably the only thing that you could actually control. Because I'd argue you can choose your religion to an extent. But you can't choose who you're attracted to. You don't choose what gender you are. You definitely don't. Even if you could make a conceivable argument for those two, you can't make a conceivable argument for people choosing race. Or nationality. People don't get a choice in those two, no matter what you say about the others. No matter how shitty your life is, it's always better if there is someone below you. As long as there is someone to blame, it doesn't matter if it gets resolved either. Yeah, no, yeah, probably right. Usually hate us and believe that their morality is wrong. Yeah, I've never understood that. I've never understood the whole morality police thing, because inevitably the people who are shouting about being morality police are hypocrites and indulging it themselves. Like Trump's... I'm using Trump as the example because he's the big name everyone knows. Trump's biggest demographic is within the Bible Belt of the United States. He is very much evangelical Christians. That man has never read the Bible, let alone lived by a single one of its tenets. I follow the Bible closer than Trump. I'm an atheist. Granted, I have read not the entire thing cover to cover, but I've probably read more of the Bible than Trump. I don't believe it. Personally, my religious beliefs are there is not a creator being unless he shows himself. But I am an atheist agnostic, so I should probably make that clear. I'm an atheist agnostic. But the most ardent supporters of that odious man are ones who claim that the Bible is the book to live by, and it's like, but you support a man for president who probably wouldn't even consider it suitable toilet paper. Like, how can you have such a ridiculously high level of cognitive dissonance about it? Like, seriously. It is unbelievable how... I don't like to insult people with differing political views, for the most part, because I can acknowledge that my views are not always going to be the right way to handle certain things. They're just my preferred way to handle it. So if someone favours lower taxes whilst I favour higher taxes, as an example, then I'm not going to take issue with that person. I'm more than happy to debate the pros and cons of high versus low taxation. More than happy to, as long as it's a civil debate. You don't get a civil debate with those people. I know, Xpol, J Price, I know. Unfortunately, the nature of me being likely autistic means that I tend to favour the logical stuff. I tend to try and make everything logical, which does not work with those people. And I just cannot wrap my head around it properly. Like, at all. And it bugs me to an extent. how much I can't wrap my head around it, because I want to understand. I want to understand people with differing political views. I've always been a big believer in expanding like my my worldview, and the people I have around me, to try and understand other people better, and they just confound me. Like, someone who follows the Bible, but like the Bible properly, or follows teachings of Jesus the way Jesus acted, absolutely, I could see myself getting along with them quite comfortably. But oh, Jay Price, I am thrilled. I'm not even American, and I am thrilled over who she chose as a running mate. Some of the other options seemed appealing on paper, but when you actually thought about it, like, oh wait, no, that's not a good idea. Yeah, but what they want is a Christian theocracy that doesn't follow, that doesn't practice what Christianity preaches. At its core, it does not practice what Christianity preaches. But it's not all that much different to the Islamist extremist groups. They do not practice what Islam teaches at their core. Most religions advocate for the deaths of people who don't follow those religions. That's not a unique thing. But I'm going to keep repeating myself because I have such a hard time wrapping my head around it. So, I don't really know what to add on to that. It's just kind of like, explain your thought process to me, please? Because I don't, for the life of me, understand how you can be so unpleasant a person. Not even like stupid or anything like that. It is just unpleasant. That is all they are. What is that block? Is that quartz? Oops. It's just a block of quartz. Just a regular block of quartz, which means what I can do is get out of here. Put that back in. I have no quartz on me, apparently. What I do, however, have is a couple of reasonably close by nether portals. So I will just take advantage of those. There we go. Yeah, mostly about social views, I feel like, with politics rather than about economy, education, and health, really. They want to create more clashes with people. Yeah, you know, you'd be more comfortable in the lava. Where's the way out? Here it is. That would be enough. I have a fortune pickaxe. Yeah, there are some people who just want to create division between different groups, but there are some people who genuinely believe all this shit. And I don't understand why. Yeah, no, it's why the Striders are in the Nether. Thinking, what's that popping sound? It was the chickens laying an egg. Wow, it's doing quite well. There we go. Right. Ow. Right, I must remember that I need to look outside later, because apparently the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights, and the Persids. I always forget how to pronounce it. No, let me type, you stupid computer. Yeah, the Perseids or Perseids, meteor shower will be visible tonight in the UK. More sniffer things. Okay. I didn't realise how many hours I had, but I suppose that makes sense. Our area is probably busier. The Aurora Borealis in this part of the country at this time of day, localized entirely, no, entirely within your kitchen. Yes. May I see it? No. Oh yeah, sorry. I should probably explain that. So I got the mace. I got the mace on one of Elcorn's streams. Where we did some trial chambers, much to Scotsman's annoyance. This is After Dark. J Price, this is now After Dark. Really, Scotsman? Because that's not what I read. It sounded like it was going to cover the entire UK to me. The forecast I read said that it covered the entire country. I have a mace. There are no Pokemon that have mace in their name, or slam, or smash, or anything like that. So I have called it Tinkerton, and then capitalised the ton, because I needed to capitalise part of it. I strongly advise, if you're curious as to why it's called Tinkerton, look up Tinkerton, and then you know. Please, just look it up. What are you booing, Mythical? What are you booing? What, Tinkerton? Or something with mace in it. Now, when new Pokemon are released, I may update names. I don't know. We will see. We will see. Right. What was I doing? Ah, yes. I needed a block of quartz. There we go. I've got sticky pistons. Okay, off we go. What time? Okay. Just put a torch in there whilst I'm working. Apologies for how dark it is in these tunnels. They cheated and got a mace too quickly. I did not cheat. I did not cheat. I got lucky with RNGesus. If that's cheating, then Elcorn also cheated. And I believe Turing. Not Scotsman, though. Scotsman didn't cheat. There we go. Right, then. That needs to go there. Quartz block goes on top. Stone brick will be there. So, piston needs to go there. Like so. There we go. Ah. I need to go back to the entrance. Got lucky with RNG there. It's an open relationship, Scotsman. Just another day of Addy. Don't have a maze. I've only done a trial chamber on bedrock. Joe Price, there is one. Hold on. Does the map update if I surface? Yes, it does. There is one over here. No worries, Cosmic. You go and try and rest. There is one over here to the west of Treetops. if you would like to join me in running it. Well, I mean, I have run it as a non-ominous vault, but if you would like to run it as an ominous vault, or you would like some help running it as non-ominous, I'm more than happy to help you, like go with you. Not really help. I don't think you need the help. Oh yeah, the mining mesa. Yeah, I may have caused a bit of lag regenerating all this stuff. Right. JJ and Blue, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I I'm very distracted all of a sudden. Thank you for the follow, JJ and Blue. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Please correct me if I am not. So, a nominous vault where you only get food from spawners. I'm fairly certain that's what happened to one of the vaults we did ran Elcon. And Elcon, I haven't had the opportunity yet to see either of your. I haven't seen either of your streams on the weekend. Saturday I was busy. Sunday you went live at like 1 a.m. my time, which was very selfish of you. I know exactly why. It's fine. So how is Dragonfell? How are you finding it? Good, I hope. Be a bit shit if you weren't. Yeah, completed my first weekend. Mum, Mum, please can you come pick me up? I don't want to do this anymore. The people are weird. Okay. Goes there. Like so. Okay, and then a block there and a torch there. So that then gets powered back on. Yep. It's going good. Early game grind is a thing, and I'm really learning how squishy I am. I know that feeling, Alcorn. My single player world, dealing with a couple of pillager patrols, one of which I was in the water and I was swimming around trying to deal with them. I'd forgotten how hard combat is without Depth Strider and Netherite armor. Having come from Infinity Cove, people are weird would be a very interesting argument. McScrewen, yes, Elkhorn is abandoning us for Dragonfell. Cleared a huge strips on cave, found a mineshaft, trial chamber, yay, Deathloop, Geode, and Skelly Spawner. Yeah, I still cannot believe he left us, like abandoned us like that. It's just so selfish of him. Like, it's so selfish. Love you, Elkhorn. There we go, a bit more redstone. Torch there. Why can I hit... I reckon, I can't check, but I reckon I'm underneath Chorus Chaos. Dad, take us with you! Check's whitelist status still there. Yeah, but are you... I mean, take yesterday, for example. You skipped out on Odd Job Sunday. That's a family tradition. How could you skip out on Odd Job Sunday? Like, you broke my heart, Elkhorn. You broke my heart. If only I had a heart to break. That makes me sound like, Thingy. What's his name? Hans. Is that right? The guy from Frozen. The villain. That needs... Oh! Hold on a second. If I remove this inversion... Got it! Don't know what that laugh was, but I've got it. Old man Elcon didn't even ponder taking his friends with him to the party. Love it, they have left Deepwater with nobody to watch over it, so I have plans. Mythical. Mythical, you menace. Keep the good work, because whilst you're bothering Elcon's base, you're not bothering mine. Wait, did I say that bit out loud? Let's stone all this back up. Would someone finish your work for you? J Price, I would love... No, I can't lie to you, J Price. No, absolutely not. No, I'm fine, thank you, J Price. Thank you for your generous offer, but hard pass from me, thank you. And I suspect probably from a few other people in chat. I'm sorry. Okay. Scots can take deep water squatters' rights. Don't worry, you're on the list, Gunter. Who's Gunter? Do we know a Gunter? Is there a Gunter on the server? Is Chimp's name Gunter, perhaps? Like, real name. I'm trying to figure out where Mythical knows a Gunter from. Elk would get back and find everything landscaped to within an inch of its life. Oh, where are you, True Purple? And yeah, that makes sense actually now that I think about it, because doesn't your entire country shut down over the summer? That I'm aware that that's a slight exaggeration, but the point still stands. J Price is just leaving. Right then. My ads are due to run in a couple of minutes, so I'm going to go on my break now. I'm not going to run the ads early. I will leave the timer still running as normal to give me a chance to go and stare at the sky for meteors and or the Aurora Borealis. I will see you folks after the ads had run in a few minutes. See you soon. Hello, sorry, I'm back. Hello, welcome back everyone. I saw one meteor, which is more than my parents saw. No worries, Elcorn, we'll continue assassinating your character whilst you're gone. Don't you worry about that. Yes, I managed to see one meteor, but I think it's still just a touch too light, so I will look again after stream. Right, so what we have in place now are all the colours of wool. They are all now set up, pretty much. I think the only thing we need to do is I need to cover the pistons of this grey one. Right, what I need to do is I need to turn that one off and that one off. And I believe if I go this way, and if I flip that on, oh no, gone too far. Inversion is wrong. No, I know what I need to do. I'm an idiot. I need to flip that. I need to invert it once more. There's my pork. I got bored of waiting and went to have a look myself and found I can see next to nothing. Yeah, I couldn't see any aurora, but again, I don't know if that's because it's not visible or in this area, or because it's too light still. Because there's a lot of light from the horizon still. So I don't know if it's that that's preventing it. Right. Okay, so what I need to do is grey wool there, torch there, and then grey wool, torch that. Okay, that should be right now. Scotsman is redeeming golden tickets. And Scotsman and Elcon have caught Kamala. I am leaning really heavily towards the Gen 7 games. If I can get a 3DS emulator. Honestly. A few Pokemon in those games that I would really like to try playing with, so leaning heavily towards those ones. Okay, so now the door should be fully open. Yep. And if I flip that and that. They should now all be. They should now be fully. No. Okay, it's still open. Hmm. Oh, that's why. That's why. I'm an idiot. Okay. Let's try this. So now it should be closed. There we go. There we go. Got there in the end. I am an expert redstoner. They're getting Willy Wonka. It's basically a reward token of some form. Reward for what? Just out of curiosity, a reward for what? Hang on, Alcon, aren't you supposed to be commuting? What are you doing asking about it? Okay. Let's open the door. Do I have planks? Yes. What the heck is a normal type Pokemon? What? I can't tell if that's a genuine question, Scotsman. Is that a genuine question? Right then. Putting in the door is going to be interesting. Wonder Trade normal type. Well, Kamala's a normal type. Normal types are pretty much just like... How do I describe normal types? So any Pokemon that is sound focused will be normal type. Because there is no sound type, so any sound type stuff tends to get lumped in with the normal type. Unless it has some other kind of favour. So, Komoo's signature move, Clangorous Scales or something, is Dragon type because it's scales. But normal type Pokemon generally fairly like I don't know how to describe them without using the word normal. Like any Pokemon that looks just like a normal animal is probably like a real life animal is probably a normal type if it would not easily fit into, say, like a dolphin being a water type. But like Kamala just looks like a koala. A lot of the birds are flying normal type because they're just birds. Birds are fairly bog standard. Cover that one up. Okay. Okay. So, I have one here and one there. I definitely want to do this one. This could be a little more tricky though. Let's stick the coordinates in and see what we get. -1713 by 6575. No, wrong button. There we go. Okay. Need to get round the green. And then 6575. You can type search in the PCG app in your Pokemon list, type and then normal in the search bar and it will show you all your normal type Pokemon. Thank you, Alcon. I'm not familiar enough with PCG to be able to help with the PCG related stuff, unfortunately. Whoops. Okay. It's meant to be a normal torch. There we go. Right then. Got that in place. I need a block to go underneath. I don't want to use... I want something... Well, that was needless. Sorry, car just being very noisy. I want a nice, bright, clean block, ideally, that I'm not going to accidentally mine out. One that's easily identifiable as being used for redstone, not part of the terrain. So I don't particularly want to use like diorite. Let's see what I can find. Fly away! Stupid thing. Got to be careful with this bow. Running out, and I'm fairly certain it's hit the too expensive point. Get out! Get out! There. It got me further up. Okay. Clean block that's not too... There we go. use sandstone. I'm not going to mistake sandstone for something else. Something without any specialisation then. Yeah, no, that's not a bad way of putting it. Normal type Pokemon often have rather diverse move sets in compared to other Pokemon. They generally can learn more, like a wider variety of moves than typed Pokemon, which generally focus mostly on the types they have. But normal type Pokemon, like normal type moves, don't have any. They're not strong against anything. Normal type Pokemon are weak to fighting, immune to ghost types, are immune from both to and from ghost types. So ghost types won't deal any damage to their ghost type moves won't deal any damage to them. Normal type moves won't deal any damage to ghost types, and they are resisted by rock type Pokemon. Which is why, if you pick Charmander in the first games, you are handicapping yourself, because the first gym is a rock type gym, and by that point in the game, the only Pokemon that you have access to that are strong against rock types are, I believe, the water and grass starter. Nothing else is. The normal type Pokemon are likely to only carry normal type moves, in which case they are resisted by the rock types. The rock types are also ground types, so the Nidorans that you can find, which are poison types, are weak to them. Are weak to the ground type side of things. The flying type is weak to rock type. Fire type is weak to rock type. Bugs are weak to rock. So you are seriously handicapping yourself. And the electric type is useless against the ground type, which so even if you manage to get hold of Pikachu, you're kind of screwing yourself there as well. Just a bit of fun Pokemon knowledge for you. Only downside to the sandstone is I could accidentally dig it by mistake. Oh, Scotsman, you're doing well. Now, do not begrudge me my special interest. I'm entitled to my special interest. Let's see. Stone goes in there. Wool in there. For the record, I know you're teasing, J Price. Just in case you're worried that I hadn't picked up on that, I know you're teasing. Coal ore, granite, diorite, andesite, more diorite. There we go. Inventory cleared out. There we are. Okay. Truthfully, I actually really enjoy listening to you talk about Pokemon because it gives me somewhat of a clue for when my boys start. You're welcome, J Price. You're welcome. Happy to be of assistance. White wool and calcite. Don't understand how I don't have any white wool. I know I've got calcite somewhere. Oh no, I do have white wool. Hold on a second. calcite goes on top. Okay. I need 2 of those. Those. I'm on the redstone torches still. The redstone dust. That should be all, I think. Right, pistons need to be active for this one. No, I need the redstone line to be powered because I need to be able to see where the repeaters need to go. So I need to power it. There we are. Down here. Okay. I should have kept the sandstone on me. Whoops. Just go and get it. Think when I just play Pokemon, I would just get the Pokemon I like the look of and just keep getting them high level till they beat the other ones without even worrying about what type they are. I mean, that also works. That also works. And oftentimes your starter is strong enough that it doesn't matter what type it is as long as the opponent is not immune to your type. Which I'm just thinking, except for rare occasions. So there are a couple of abilities that grant immunity to the starter types, but there are no specific types that are immune to the starter types, not the primary ones anyway. Where there's secondary types concerned, that's where things are different, but... Okay. And it's powered on currently, so that's correct. White wool goes there. Ooh. Ah. Did not consider that. That's what I get for not looking up. How can I make that work? I could just not have the door here. That is an option. Actually, something else I need to double check. This place is at 0 light level. I need to turn that on. Okay. Okay, that jump isn't possible. That jump is not possible. So, what could we do to make that diamond accessible? Ooh. 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 Aha! Aha! I've got it. Okay. Ah, bollocks. Okay. What are you going to be allowed to bring in with you, J. Price? A sword that I have provided, and food that I have provided. That is it. That is the only stuff that you will be allowed. I considered not providing you with anything. And then leaving you to just like I'd put chests around it with bits of loot in, but then I realised that causes two problems. One, it adds on to the level of management I need to do because I need to go through and refill the chests. And two, I didn't feel 100% happy with sending you guys in here without any sort of weaponry when this is one of the hazards. So, you're not getting a strong weapon, but you're getting a weapon. Actually, I might send you in with a pickaxe rather than a sword. A whole slam game. What, slam the card game? I don't think that would work, Addy. I don't think that would work. Yeah, I'm sure you would, but you're getting a pickaxe because you're in a mine. So you're getting a pickaxe, and you'll be happy with your pickaxe. Okay. Right, just clearing out a bit of space for a moment, just quickly. No. No. Sending the redstone up to the upper piston is going to be awkward. Uh, 17176577. That's outside game boundaries, that's fine. There we go. There we go. Just so I can get up and down. Whoops. Yep, that should be extended at the moment. Okay. And then back up. And it's just occurred to me, I don't know if these should be enabled or disabled at the moment. Currently... out of curiosity. No, it doesn't. Okay, so it should be enabled currently, because it's not connected to the redstone network. Okay. In that case, redstone piece. No, not that. Sandstone goes there. Oh, bugger. I see what I've done. Let's get rid of that. It's not actually properly inverting. That's correct. That's wrong. Okay. No, Mythical, you will not be allowed to break the map. Standard of adventure map rules apply. Anyone breaking the map will automatically be disqualified. Okay, so that should now be active. Yep. Then the other one is there. So that's currently deactivated, so it needs another redstone torch. Okay. There we go. Right, I need more sandstone. But cheating. Yes, cheating is bad, J Price. Cheating is bad. There will be no creepers in the mine shaft. Well, no. Actually, that's a good point. There might be, because this is not a mushroom island. Thinking about it, that's actually a very good point. The dungeon could spawn any mobs. It's meant to be zombies only, but I can't guarantee that because we're not in Mushroom Island. Yeah, I can't. J Price. I can ensure no creepers for the most part by just lighting the place up. But the one place I can't do that is by the zombie spawner. Due to good night, Scotsman. Yeah, I can't guarantee no creepers outside of. Oh, I know what I can do. Both should be retracted currently. Yes, yes, all good, excellent. Okay, there we go. I've got more stone. Okay, that goes like so. Fill that up. Stone goes there. Stone goes like that. And then what I'll do, because when that's closed, it will be inset slightly. So what I'll do is I'll have other insets elsewhere. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I need a door here. There has to be a door somewhere in this bit here, because I need to contain the zombies from the spawner from that side. This entire room needs to be able to isolate, so this bit needs to have a door somewhere here. Have you, Mythical, and what's that? Just for the record, this hole won't be here. You know I will be monitoring you the entire time you're in here, right? Just to see how you're doing. Okay. Okay, there. Will you also be supplying Ativan so my anxiety doesn't cause me to panic by being trapped, or do I bring my own? Creepers and using them. If a creeper blows up, I'm going to immediately end the run and go in to do repairs. I know you are, J Price, I know you are. The only person I'm not certain is kidding is Mythical, and that's because I can never really tell if she's being serious. Right. Okay. That is a good point. The problem is, an iron sword's quite strong. I want it to be a challenge to get through that bit. That's why there's several diamonds in there. I want you to weigh up the risk versus the reward. That's why I don't want to give you an iron sword. Right, I need... I don't know if I've got any. No, I didn't think I would, but worth a try. I need soul sand. Well, the main thing about cheating to me is it just kind of ruins it. Like, I've put all this effort into making a game, so the idea that you're going to cheat on it is... like... feels like you don't actually care about the game. I think the same would go for most of us, to be honest. Unless the point of the game is cheating, I suppose. Right. Now this is going to be a water column to get back out, but it will not be as hidden. Oh yeah, and there'll be dripstone spikes down here to make getting down a bit more dangerous. I need to fill this bit in. Didn't know this was still here. There we go. Yeah, I think there's a difference between cheating and taking advantage of a game feature that's used in an unexpected way. Now, creepers blowing up the map, that's an expected way. I've already thought of ways to like countermeasure that. You're not going to like them because it's going to make your lives harder, but there are ways I can do it. Primarily by filling this area with water. There will be a light in this area that can be turned on, by the way. But you won't be able to... whoever's in the maze... So, right. So this area, there will be a light in this part of the room. And that light will be controlled from the main control hub where all the doors are. So you can have the light on whilst you're in there. But here's the rub. It's going to be pressure plate controlled. Same as everything else. So you can have the light on, or you can have the door open to get out. Right, I've got 2.5 minutes before my ads run. I'm actually going to snooze them just to give me a little bit longer. So, I would say the game is almost ready for its first test run. The only bit that has not been set up yet, the zombie spawner will remain disabled for now. Only bits that have not been, the bit that has not been set up that is required to be able to fully run the entire thing is this bit here. Or more accurately, this what will be a bubble vector here. You won't be able to... I'm not too worried about like hiding this. I'm happy to have a trapdoor here to show that there is a bubble vator here. And that will also be controlled by the controller in the piston door at the bottom, to let you in. So that's the only bit I need to do. This is going to be filled with gravel. There is going to be a hopper clock that I start running as you go in. That hopper clock will be set for an amount of time. Currently the one up on the surface is set for 2 minutes, because that's my estimated time to have people run for. When that time is up, the gravel will fall. You will be sealed inside. That's to add the extra pressure, rather than people just being able to run around for as long as they like, making sure they've got every diamond. They've got to make a decision. Do you want to try and find more? Do you want to get out with the points you have? Once the game is completely finished, I will give a proper, thorough explanation of the rules, and I will write them down to have in a book in here, so I don't have to be here to explain how the game works. But I am actually really happy with how this is coming along. I am really happy with how it's coming along. I love how when I'm in cave mode, you can see bits of the wool in places. I like that. That's quite cool. Right, that is going to be it from me tonight. I am starting to feel quite worn out. I want to see if I can see any more of these meteors. And it is my usual finish time. I am just going to take a quick look at who is live. Ooh, I'm thinking. Just check. Yes, I'm going to send you on a raid. I know who I'm going to send you to. Right, thank you everyone for coming along. No, mythical. No, definitely not. Thank you for coming along. I do appreciate the fact that you guys keep showing up here for some reason. Make sure you join the phone in Discord for notifications when I go live, when Elcon goes live, or when Minipax goes live. Elcon has just joined the Dragonfell SMP in its 4th season, so you should absolutely go and check his VODs from this weekend just gone, and make sure you catch his next streams. You can find my VODs on YouTube at 10055. I need to catch up on them. I have not had the free time to do so. I don't want to make promises about this weekend, but I'm going to try for this weekend because I've got a bit more. I've got more free time. Ish. I wish to emphasise that is an ish. Just before stream, I was booking tickets for Deadpool and Wolverine. So, I'm going to send you on a raid. Hashtag Hunter Raid. Howling at the Moon is the raid call. I am sending you to Just Loopy, who is playing Minecraft. I couldn't tell if it was a single player world or not. I think it was, but we will find out in just a second. Thank you again, everyone, for coming. I'll be back on Wednesday with more Pacific Drive and avoiding the tourists / exploding weeping angels. See you all then. Until then, have a wonderful start to your week, and good night.